guys, welcome to Khushi's Corner, the podcast where we spill tea on teen life. I'm Khushi, your go-to host on Real Talk about friendships, school, and all the ups and downs in teenage life. Before we begin, I would like to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all those celebrating. Now, let's dive in and get real. Today, I'm honored to have my mom, Sonia on the show with me. Mom, could you please give a little introduction about yourself and your life?
Thank you, Khushi. Sure. I'm Sonia Nathani, mom of Sarina and Khushi. I was born and brought up in Bombay, which is now known as Mumbai. A very beautiful city, and I was really blessed to study in a convent school, and it was really great to have beautiful teachers and classmates in our class, and big strength in our class. It was so this was my life. I studied, I did my master's, my bachelor degree, my master degree, everything in Bombay. It was Bombay University.
Okay, so as you may have already known, my mom has two daughters, my sister and I. So before we start with anything else, I want to know, what was your experience with Serena and I as we went through the stage of becoming teenagers from children? What were your challenges? What were the good things? What were the bad things?
I'm really blessed with my two beautiful daughters. They are teenagers right now, and from childhood I have seen that they were very understanding. Their grasping power was great, their memory was great, and so whatever I taught them, it was always with a reasoning, and they understood really very well, and they were very supportive also. No doubt they had few questions which I could answer them very easily, and they could understand it very well. So Serena and Khushi, both of them, when they came in this phase of life, that is teenagers, in the start, it was sometimes difficult for them also, because they are looking at their classmates who were teenagers also, So few things they were adopting from them also, learning something which was not liked by us in our family. But slowly I explained them that how you can adopt good things from your friends, and even if you have some good values, you can share with them, you can correct your friends also. So it was really easy for them, because they were really understanding with the help of reasoning. When you give reasons to any child, they will understand very well. And Khushi, you and Sarina, really you understood very well, and scientifically I always used to explain you that how your body grows, you have changes.
Yeah.
So every phase, like in your life, you will see that it is very easy to understand if you give some time to that age.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on to another topic. In our house, you and Dad had created this very open space within us. So Serena and I, we never had to think twice before sharing anything with you about school, friends, or any conflicts we had going on with our friends. It was a very open space at home, which ensured that there was nothing that we were just stressing about on our own, and we could always tell someone, making it less stressful for us. But if you look at today, majority of teenagers, they have issues with sharing what's going on in their life, or their struggles or issues with their parents. What is your opinion on this?
It's a very big topic to talk on that, right? And I can say that first of all, teenagers, what I have observed is they are a bit impatient, they have less patience and all. So as a parent, you are older to them, so you should have that listening power. Listen to them. Be a good listener. Listen what they want to tell you. And when you listen the whole story, then you can advise them correctly.
Yes.
If you listen half, or you stop them in between, or you do argument, then the other half story is there in their thoughts, or in their mind, that doesn't come out, and then they will go and share outside. So it is very important that as parents you should be a good listener, listen to their problems, listen to their happy stories also. It is not only problems, it is also happy story.
Yes.
In this happy stories also you will find ways, that will help you, that okay, you did this when you were happy, so God forbid if you are in a sad moment or something, you have to be strong. When you be strong, that will help you to take decisions, right? So you have to be a good decision maker at all time. Whenever you have to take a small decision, big decision, so first of all you have to be patient, you have to be strong. So first of all, parents, you have to be good listener, and then you can give them solutions to their problems.
Yes, I agree. And also, I think there should be an effort from both sides, from the parents and the teenagers. And teenagers should also be more open-minded towards their parents. Like, even if their parents happen to give some sort of judgment or advice, they need to be open to that advice as well and understand that they're looking from it from a different perspective than you. And I believe that if both the parent and the teenager, they find ways to listen to each other, as you said, it would help develop the relationship and make the relationship
No doubt,
stronger.
Khushi, you and Sarina also used to listen to our stories,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
To dad and me also. If I share something from that particular day, you were there. Okay, mom, this is what happened. Dad, okay. You are also good listeners.
Yes.
That's why we are also listening to you, right? So this is a very good habit, if I say, that you have to be a good listener first of all.
Yes. And like in our family, that whenever we come home at the end of the day, you're telling us about your day, dad's telling us about his day. We come and we tell you what we learned at school, what happened with our friends, and this made it easier for us to know what's going on in each other's lives, and
True.
just to like check that we're all doing well.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, another thing that we can see a lot between teenagers and parents is that there's no trust in their relationships. In their, I say relationships. 1, 2, 3. So another thing that we can observe in relationships between teenagers and parents is that there's no trust between the parents and the teenagers. Like, it's either that the teenagers don't trust their parents or the parents don't trust their teenagers into thinking that they know what they're doing. So how do you think parents can show their teenagers that they still trust them, but at the same time still provide guidance to them?
Trust is a very big thing,
Yes.
It cannot come in a day or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a long journey. So slowly and slowly from childhood, if you observe your child, okay, very carefully, like if we say them, okay, I'm going out, you finish your food, and I told you, Khushi, you don't have to drink water when you're eating food. So when I come back and you finish your food, I'll ask, Khushi, did you drink water? You say, no, mommy, I haven't. So, okay, very good. Like, the small experience, the small things that will start building trust. Like when you go to sleep, I said, no taking your phones in
Yes.
your hand, that is bad.
Mm-hmm.
The sleep quality will go down,
Yes.
So, it scientifically, it is bad for you also. So, I have never come to your room and checked that
Yeah.
whether Khushi or Sarina, are you looking at your phone or, So, this is very important. So, that is called trust. I trust you. And you can also understand, wow, mommy trusts me, so I also don't have to do that part,
Yes.
which is bad for me also,
Yes.
right? I think no parents will keep on telling you which is not good for you. Like, it is good for you, that's why they keep on reminding you, okay? And that is called trust, right? That you're doing your studies. When you're doing your studies, it is not that you're watching TV and you're wasting time in your room, right?
Yeah.
So you're studying. So that is trust, okay? That I trust her. She has made a schedule, she's studying. So this is the way you have to build trust with your child, okay? And you should always be open if your child is sharing that, oh mama, sorry, I broke your trust and I did this, like drinking water during, or I was watching, I had a phone at
Yeah.
night. So I should also be taking this thing very lightly. That okay, fine, you shared this thing that you have done a mistake, so it's fine. So this way they will, you are encouraging them that okay, you should not do this part. That is not good for you.
Yes, I agree that when parents show that they trust their teenagers, it makes their teenagers have this sense of responsibility that they need to fulfill their parents' trust. Like for example, when now that my sister, now that we study on our own, you don't have to like come and check on us that we have a test tomorrow, so we're not on our phone, we're not watching TV, we're just studying. Like when we were younger, you would turn off the TV, you would make us study, and I think now you don't have to come, you do come check up on us, but you don't have to completely come and see if we're like what we're studying and stuff, because you know that we know that we're supposed to study, and that's a trust that we've built between us.
I agree, and I see that. Really, I'm really happy. No doubt, I just come and sit in your room when you're studying, right?
Yes.
I spend time over there also, but this is only like giving us support that I'm there, you're studying. Okay.
Yes, and like to add on the whole like you said, you stay up with us. I think that's another thing. Like for teenagers, I think when their parents do like small acts of care and stuff, it really matters to them. For example, you staying up with me when I'm studying late at night, even though I don't ask you to, it may not seem like a big deal, but in my head I know that there's someone to support me, that I'm not just on my own studying on my own. Like there is someone to support me, just like you said. And I think that really like makes teenagers feel better. And if you also connected more, it's like parents being there for their teenagers, like going to their school events, going to the places where like they can see their teenagers' accomplishments.
Even when I was studying in my school days, my mom, my dad, they used to sleep, but they used to come up and ask whether you need something to eat, to snack something, So they were really supportive, and it really helped me out. And you feel that wow, such a big support is there behind us, Because of that support, you feel strong. You feel really strong, and when you come out of those exams and all, you feel very confident that wow, because of the support, no doubt you have done the 100% job, okay? But that little support is very important.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so mom, another thing is that it's very evident how as time passes, the way parents raise their kids obviously changes. For example, the way you were raised by your parents as a teenager and the way you are raising Serena and I as teenagers is obviously going to be very different. And what is one thing you think parents need to know about this difference as time changes?
In our when I was a teenager, I know that even if you slap your child for less marks or misbehaving, it was okay. They used to understand, and they used to understand that oh, you were wrong and you have to improve, right? But as I said, my parents were very supportive, and they were always explained us that why you should not do, and we were very understanding also. So I feel that parent, instead of correcting them often, okay, you should only pick up a few things from your child, that okay, fine, you are so good at this subject, okay, this is your strength, you can study very well, you can do it so much good over here. So when you show them their strength, they will really work hard, okay, because you're showing them that okay, wow, you are so good at this point. And automatically when one subject they are good at it, the other subject they will try to improve, okay, that my strength in this subject is so good, so I can do the other subject also, and it will help them. So I just want parents to appreciate your child, even if they do mistake, correct them in a positive way. Oh, I think you did not listen this, you missed this thing, that's why you have done a mistake over here. So when you correct them positively, they will try to improve. You don't need to force them, you don't need to shout at them. Appreciate. You have always seen, Serena was there last year, high school, you have always marked me, right? I always talk positively with
Yes,
her.
yes.
Even in any subject marks or anything, I have never told her that, oh, why you have,
Yes.
But she was really hard work. She is hardworking. She was hardworking at that time also, and she's really doing really great.
Yes, I agree. I think that when parents point out the good things about their kid, it motivates them rather than the parent just like picking on their weak points.
Yeah.
I feel like that demotivates them even more, and like they don't have any hope to get better. But if you talk about their strengths, as you said, it would push them to do better.
Yes, obviously, and I have seen this. I have experienced this with you both girls, and it has really worked very well. Okay,
Yes.
so appreciation is good, correcting them in a positive way is good, and always, if God forbid they are doing any mistake,
Yes.
you should always correct them in a positive way.
Okay.
So they will take it, and they will not repeat that mistake at all, at all.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I want, like all parents should look forward to this. Giving quality time to your child is
Yes.
very important.
And another thing that you can notice now is that, for example, I've heard stories from you in the past that when you were little, that it was normal for parents to like yell at their kids, or like, it was normal for kids to get hit at by their parents if they did something wrong. But if you look today, parents are very fragile with the way they raise their kids. Like, especially today's generation, like the Gen Alpha kids, you'll never see their parents yelling at them even. Like, they're always speaking with them at a soft tone, they're always being nice to them, they're pampering them. So it's clearly obvious of how, as time changes, the way parents have to raise teenagers and kids and the way they have to talk to them changes as well, right?
Yeah, true. This is really important, but I will request that parents should correct them.
Yes.
They should correct them. It is not that they are doing mistake and you're just pampering them. No, that is not the right way.
I agree.
Because God forbid they may go on some wrong path also, right? So you should correct them, but in a positive way,
Yes.
right? They are your children, right? So we know that they are so close to us. They are so we love them a lot, right? So we have to correct them if they do mistakes, but in a good way.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, let's discuss about a very controversial topic within teenagers and their parents, which is dating. So I feel like dating, it's very different for every teenager. There's some teenagers that focus on dating a lot as they get older, especially when they're in their teenage phase. There's some who don't at all. And what is your opinion on dating as a teenager?
First of all, I would like to say is that teenagers means they are in high school, middle school.
Yeah.
So very important you give time to your studies. Okay, this is the time when you will study well, you will build your career in future, right? And if you go for dating or something, most of your time just goes on texting, going out, asking about their moods and everything, because dating is something, this type of things, if I am not wrong, Khushi.
Yeah.
So you're wasting a lot of time when your time is to study, upgrade your career, think about your future. You should have a vision. So if you go on this way, it will be like you're wasting your time. You have a lot of time ahead to do dating, to make friends and all, right? You should have good friends, but dating is, I feel at this age, the experience is very less with the teenagers. They don't know, they cannot understand the person whom you are dating is the right or no, okay? And what is their behavior, because when you go for a date or anything, they're always good, right? In front of you, they are always good, but back you don't know what is their anger moods, what the way they talk, what are the values they have, what are the behavior at home, So I feel that dating, it should be later on in school days, and dating and everything you should ignore. Focus on your studies. You can have good friend time at school only, but I think it is always advisable that dating you can do it in the later
Yeah.
life,
Mhm.
you know. At that time you are a little bit mature, you can understand people, who is good, who is not to go for a date, you know. So that is very important. And God forbid, sometimes a child chooses or a teenager chooses a wrong person, and when parents come up with that you're not going with the right person, then they feel bad also. They feel their choice is not good, right? Where other parents are correct, you know.
Yeah.
But the child is not ready, the teenager is not ready to accept that. So I feel if you just remove this part from your uh, mind, that dating and
Yeah.
making a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, you have to remove this from
Yes.
your. So later on in life you will understand what is, because you are learning everybody's behavior,
Mhm.
you are learning their thoughts, you are learning how the way they are talking, how they are respecting others. So this is very important when you choose all these things, right? And in teenagers you don't have that experience or that level to understand. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Finally, moving on to one of our last topics of today is about how, as kids get older, obviously they're still connected with their mom, but there's also, it's very crucial for teenagers to stay connected or to maintain that bond with their dads as well, right? And how do you think that can be maintained?
First of all, I would like to say is that dads are all working.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go to work, when they come back, kids have already gone to sleep, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
And late night they wake up for studies, dad is sleeping because the whole day work.
Yeah.
So I feel that when dad comes home, as you girls do, you should always welcome him first of all.
Yeah.
And you should ask them, how was your day? Even dad will ask you, how was your day, Khushi, right?
Mhm.
He does that.
Yes.
So you can also take this opportunity to ask him. He will also feel peaceful,
Yeah.
relax, you know. By these words, they feel so relaxed. Even we feel good, right? So obviously they will also feel good. And as you know how we spend time watching movies together.
Yes.
Even dinners, we sit together and we have dinner, right? Even we go shopping together sometimes.
Mhm.
You go for Sunday ice creams,
Of
right?
course,
Daddy, how much also he's tired, will take you. Okay, Sundays we have to go to eat ice cream,
Mhm.
right? So we do that. We also uh, talk about menu for lunch and dinner. What are we eating,
Yeah.
right? On Sunday,
Mhm.
what you want to eat. So as a child, I request teenagers should always take a step to talk with their dad, okay? Because they are sometimes more tired with work and all. But if you take a step, they will take 10 steps to come to you,
Yes.
okay? If you go take one step behind, it is your loss,
Yeah.
right? So always take an initiative to talk to them, ask their experience the whole day. What did they do? What problems they solved,
Mhm.
and they face the problems,
Yes.
and what solution. So you're also learning from the experience,
Mhm.
right? That how you can take choice, how you can take decision, right? Because at the end, it's the dad, right? Who is taking care of us, you know.
Mhm.
You're going to such a beautiful school, high grade school. This is all because of him. We are, only thing is you have to take a step to talk to them, and they will lovingly be coming to you to talk, right?
Yeah.
And they also have their teenage life. You can share their experience also, as dad does with you girls, right?
Yeah.
Always he talks to you that
Mhm,
how his teenage life was, college life. He's always talking about that, right? And they always try their best. We parents always try our best to give you best what we did not achieve as a teenager at that time. We try to give you that part also, right?
Yeah.
So it's very important. Quality time is very important.
Yes, I agree. And I also think, as you mentioned, that it's equally important for teenagers to be as close to their dad as they are to their mom by like sharing things with their dad, as you said. And also, there are some families or relationships between parents and the teenager where the teenager is not as open to their father as they are to their mother. And don't you believe it's important for the teenager to be open to both sides equally, right?
I would like to share one story, like I always, you girls always do. While eating a small Cadbury or chocolate, you always say, "We let's keep a small piece for dad also when he comes back,"
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're eating during daytime, so
Mhm.
when he comes back, you always shout, you and Sarina, "Wow, dad, हमने आपके लिए कुछ रखा है,
Yeah.
हमने आपके लिए कुछ रखा है."
Yeah.
So this is the way you girls have. I've always tried that this part should be there, that they are out the whole day, but even if you're eating a small tasty food like a chocolate or ice cream, then they share that we have kept for you a small piece so you can enjoy. So he feels really
He feels like,
happy.
yeah, that we're thinking about him, even if he's not here.
Yes, that's really important.
And also, like, not just with parents, but like within a family. Like, for example, we had chocolate today. We had the Dubai chocolate for the first time, and it was really good. And Serena, she isn't here now because she's in college. But the first thing you said was, we'll keep a few pieces for Serena when she comes in her holidays. She's gonna get to try it. So, like,
Yes.
even though she isn't here, the way we
We are
keep on
thinking,
thinking of her,
yes.
it makes us still feel bonded. So we're not losing the connection despite the
Yeah,
distance.
and this habit is going to go along, ahead of the life also. Like you will practice this later on also,
Yes.
right? That and as you share with her, "Oh, Sarina, we are eating this today,"
Yeah.
and you try to tease her, but
Yeah.
it's good that they are sharing what they are doing, what Khushi is doing in Kinshasa, and what Sarina is doing over there in a university. So she also keep on teasing Khushi that, "Khushi, see, I've eaten burger today,"
Yeah,
which is Khushi's
yeah.
favorite food, right? So this way you can, the bonding can be very strong if you keep on working on it. The day you feel that, "Oh, this is something kiddish, we are not doing this," she can buy and she can eat over there, or she's eating over there good, it's okay if I don't keep. No, the small things gives you lots and lots of happiness. Okay,
Of course.
this is like building blocks, okay,
Yeah.
one above the other,
Mhm.
and that is really going to help to make this bonding, sister bonding good, father and daughter's bonding, mother and daughter's bonding. So it's very important.
Thank you, Mom, for your wonderful responses. And I believe the way you summarize the entire concept of staying connected, for example, when you share your stories of your teenage, your college life, your high school life with us at this age, it makes us acknowledge that you were also a teenager at one time and that we're sharing a similar experience. So it allows us to be more open to you and Dad when he shares his teenage life as well. And it creates this secure space between us that allows us to grow as a family and as a teenager as well. और क्या बोलूं?
ये क्या बोल रही बीच में? बस
One more time. 1, 2, 3. And I believe it's also important for teenagers to understand their parents and understand that it's their first time being a parent as well, and to be more open-minded towards them. If it's okay if a teenager makes a mistake, it's also okay if a parent makes a mistake in parenting, and they need to understand that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Mom, for being
You're
here
wel-
today
you're
and
welcome, dear.
sharing your valuable insights on teenagers from a parent's perspective and a teenager's perspective as well. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome, Khushi. Nice talking to you.
Thank you guys for watching Khushi's Corner. We'll see you on the next episode.